Happy New Year, everybody.
And I think Euler's equation.
Not an equation.
Happy New Year, everybody. This is Mr. Bari from Columbia University.
This is Rev from Brand University.
And this is Suborno Bari from NYU.
Nothing is more powerful than F equal ma. If you give me F equal ma, then I will be able to give you anything you want. I can even create God.
My favorite equation is the Hawking temperature equation because it shows that black holes are not really black.
Yeah, that's a decent argument, but personally, my favorite equation is Euler's equation, e to the I theta is equal to cosine theta plus I sine theta, because it's essentially the capital of math connecting the three most important areas: calculus, trigonometry, and complex numbers.
I always tell my children two things. Number one, we don't pay attention to N colonies is because they're stupid. They're stupid because they are. And when we see N colonies, we even don't spend a few seconds with them because it's not fun. There's no fun spending time with N colonies. Now, the second thing I tell them, that's the same reason aliens don't visit us. Why aliens don't visit us? Because we are like N colony for them, for God's sake. Right? The same reason you don't spend your time with N colonies, the same reason aliens don't come visit us, because for them we are N colony.
Can you stop?
Nobody wanna spend their time with as stupid as N colony, right? Now, if they ever realize that we have something that N colony don't, they will visit us. And what is that? You think that is our goal? No, they don't care about our goal. Why then you think they're going to visit us? Our money? They don't care about money. Why then you think they're going to visit us? Our land? They are not like as stupid as colonials. They don't care about our land. So why would they visit us? They would, if they ever visit us, they would visit for our physics, especially F equal ma. Give me F equal ma, I'll give you a God.
Aliens would have not contacted us yet. Because we're not the most advanced civilization. In fact, we're a type 0 civilization.
Yeah, according to the scale that we made.
No. Think about the kind of energy that a civilization could use.
Okay. We are measuring ourselves according to us.
No.
So how does that compare to other societies?
A civilization can use what? They can use their planetary resources.
And we're a type 0.7.
Stellar resources.
We are a type 0.7
resources,
according to
their intergalactic resources. We as a human civilization are not even able to leverage our planetary resources. Forget about the stellar or solar system resources. That means there's no hope.
What am I hearing?
Okay.
We are type 0.7 on the little scale.
Can you let him finish his argument and then you present your argument?
For an alien to come visit us, first of all, they have to be interplanetary. They have to visit from another extrasolar system.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So if we cannot even leverage our own planetary resources, why would an alien want to contact a lower civilization? What would they have to get?
Okay, Refaf made one good point and two bad ones. That's better than this guy who made three bad ones.
So you don't agree with me that we are like as stupid as N colony for aliens?
Okay, so first bad point Dad made, people don't study ant colonies because they're too stupid. Biologists,
they don't count.
For biologists studying ant holes and ant colonies day in and day out, and they're in fact some of the most interesting structures we've ever studied. If you've ever seen one of those YouTube videos of people pouring molten metal into ant nests and then dragging out the shape that the molten metal forms, it's a very elaborate statue that shows just how ant colonies are built, and it's actually amazing what they do. And the point is, there were people who are interested in them, so you can't just say, because you're not a biologist and you don't focus on them, that nobody's going to, and thus aliens are not going to focus on them. And second,
that was an analogy I used.
Yeah, but your analogy is totally incorrect, because there are people that pay attention to ant holes.
I thought I'm the best person to use the best analogy.
I thought is not reliable when it comes to a debate. I believe, no, it should be I know. Okay?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Okay, so now you think that alien would think that we are not as stupid as N colony.
No, even if aliens perceive us as stupid, there's going to be that group of alien biologists.
What do we have? What do we have?
Dad, are you going to go on this argument?
No, I mean, what do we have
then ask
make us interesting?
What does an ant colony have? Or what do we have that makes us interesting? We have searched the entire universe in a circle of about 100 light years.
We have
Can we please shut him up?
Shoot. Okay.
We have searched thousands of star systems. At the very least, we know we are one in a billion because we have searched thousands, millions of star systems and not found a single ounce of life or even a planet that could maybe support life. Well, we found a few super Earths.
No, I found one.
Yeah, he's exceptional, but
no, I'm joking.
You are talking about. You are saying that.
Dad, do you realize?
Well, let Dad make his point. Then you can argue.
We are much. Well, isn't it my turn now?
Okay.
His turn never ends. By the way. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
1 minute for you.
I mean, antholes are everywhere.
So powerful F equal ma is. You can even create God from F equal ma.
I feel uncomfortable.
If you give me F equal ma, I would be able to create another universe. You need nothing. You can create everything from F equal ma. It is the most powerful thing. That's made us different from like ant colonies. If alien ever come to visit us, you know why they would visit us? Is because our F equal ma. And if my main goal for folks around the world is to understand on this new year is that look, we have F equal ma. We should be very proud of ourselves that we have F equal ma.
When you make your presentation,
right.
please don't make it this creepy.
Okay. My favorite equation is the Hawking radiation temperature.
Okay.
Okay, which is what? T is equal to 1 over 8 pi m. That is the equation that told us that black holes are not really black. Why does that matter? Because for the longest time, humans thought that black holes have an infinite entropy. What does that mean? That means black hole can only suck things in. Nothing can escape a black hole.
Okay.
But Hawking showed for the first time that you can escape a black hole if you are a quantum particle. So that means if you can escape a black hole, then any object that emits particles has a temperature. That means black holes have to have a temperature. But as soon as you have a temperature, that means you have an entropy.
And you are presenting your argument as the Hawking radiation equation is number one equation.
Yeah.
That's not even science. Are you crazy? Nobody ever tested it. In order for it to be
nobody ever tested it.
No.
Actually, Hawking radiation was observationally verified.
And even
in 2016.
Even that was so. It is based on Sir Isaac Newton F equal ma.
And how does that make it?
Did I not tell you? You give me F equal ma, I can create a God.
Okay, then. Well, no, you can't create an exact replica of this universe only from F equals ma.
You do.
First of all the universal
to create the universe, you need the FLRW metric.
Well, yeah,
why don't you?
Can you please stop?
No.
F equals ma says nothing about the value of all the universal constants that we found right now. If we change around all of those values of G,
I have
C,
an objection.
of K, of epsilon naught.
You should let the audience to cast their vote.
Hawking radiation shows that black holes are not really black.
Okay.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Because black holes are the fundamental structure that creates our entire universe. At the center of every galaxy is a supermassive black hole. And just 4 years ago, we took the picture of the first black hole.
Actually, 6 years.
M87.
6 years.
4 years ago.
6.
Depending on who is counting.
Or how fast you're moving.
Okay. All right. 4 and 6 is same for me. Order of magnitude is 0. The 4 year, what is order of magnitude? 0. 6 year, order of magnitude 0. I'm a physics guy. I always think about big picture.
Well, my favorite, personally, is e to the I theta.
Not an equation.
If it was tested in a lab, was it tested?
What do you mean tested in a lab? We know this is.
What does E represent?
E is.
It's a constant.
Is it a
It's not a physical quantity.
Yes.
Sure. All right.
It is an extremely beautiful equation.
Okay, go ahead.
I am going to touch you.
Okay, go ahead.
This is literally the foundation of all of quantum
Who is
mechanics.
using-
Something that you are an expert in, and you're saying
Who is using intimidation to?
Yeah, you cannot do proof by intimidation.
okay, fine. I'll keep my
You have
hands
to convince me.
I'll keep my
You have
hands
to
behind my
convince
back.
me.
You are literally an expert in quantum mechanics.
He's definitely not
Can you
doing.
please not speak during my time?
See, even without your hands, you're intimidating.
See, you're an expert in quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics
No, Feynman said that nobody understands quantum mechanics.
Okay, go ahead.
No, quantum mechanics, the entire basis is literally this.
All right, now go
Actually,
ahead.
no.
Yes.
No, let him present his idea.
Okay.
Theta plus I sine theta is a beautiful union of calculus in the form of E, because you can't define that without calculus, I in complex numbers, and trigonometry. This is literally like the capital of math, in that three of the most important fields in math are directly connected to it. This is literally one of the founding structures, and possibly the biggest and most elegant inside math.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good argument actually. But still, if you look at e to the I theta, it has a real component, cosine theta, and an imaginary component. You know that 99% of the time the imaginary component doesn't have any physical meaning. So we take the real component of e to the I theta, which means we just use sinusoidal solutions.
If you are using it in physics.
What is the use of e to the I theta outside of physics?
There are many, many uses of it in math.
Math is not a subject, I'm afraid to tell you.
Math is like calculator.
Math is a tool.
Let me say
it's a tool.
Let me say it indirectly.
Okay.
Okay. Directly to physics, it doesn't have an application.
But what? E to the I theta?
No, directly to physics, the imaginary part doesn't have an application. But if you apply the imaginary part to another area of math and then apply that to physics, that's where it finds its real application.
Now you sound like a conspiracy.
All right. So
okay,
now,
and he does it.
all right, now.
This guy literally started F equals MA is God.
But I agree. I agree.
Now you decide, because you have more power than anybody else, including Isaac. You decide who is one should deserve more vote. And of course, I'm very neutral, but I think F equal MA.
I think the Hawking temperature.
And I think Euler's equation.
Not an equation.